right? And they understand what we do, okay? So, Shahada, I mean, you've been here with us, I've done this a couple times, so you've heard the spiel, right? So I'm going to try to truncate it for you, okay? So basically, the Shahada is a pact. It's a covenant. It's a promise you make with God. And that covenant has two parts to it. And you understand, you make a promise to anyone, you're supposed to keep it, right? It's a bad thing if you don't keep a promise, isn't it? Like, if you make a promise to God and you don't keep it, that's even worse. Right? So you understand gravity what you're about to do. Perfect. Okay. Now that being said, this pact, this covenant, this promise you gotta make with God has two parts to it. The first part is a covenant you make with God to worship alone, without a rival, a peer, a partner, or associate. And when you're going to worship Him, you're worshiping Him, acknowledging that you don't know what that is. You don't know what that constitutes. And it's not your right. You're not at liberty to dictate that. That basic worship is whatever He says it is. You got to worship Him on His terms and as He dictates. So that's what you're acknowledging. I'm going to worship you, God, alone, in accordance with how you want to be worshipped. That's the first part. Second part of it is that when Allah dictates, mandates, and specifies how He wants to be worshipped, He doesn't do it by seeing us in a dream, meeting us in a dream, or speaking to us as we're walking down the street. That doesn't happen, right? What He does is He sends His delegates, He sends His apostles, He sends His messengers. And the final messenger, the one that all human beings are around now, who was given the final testament, is the messenger Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Right? So the second part of that covenant and pact, I'm going to worship you, God, in accordance with the Sunnah of Muhammad ibn Abdullah. And I'm never going to put the words of any man as it relates to religion and the words of the messenger. I won't be given a choice between following what the Prophet said as it relates to religion and what somebody else said, and then ignore what the Prophet said and follow what somebody else said. I won't do that. That's a covenant you make. Because He's your deputy and He's the one who's been sent to show me how to worship you. Okay? I also won't invent things into the religion that the Prophet didn't teach me. I won't consider myself more able to determine how to worship you than your messenger himself. That's the second part of that. Are you ready to shut up? Now, what I've been told is that you have to memorize, that you don't need anyone to guide you, that you're ready to fly alone. Fly solo. I can just push you out of the nest and you're going to fly. So I'm done. No, I'm going to help you, absolutely. We're just having a lot of fun with this awesome community. All right, let's do this. Let's do it together. We're going to say it in Arabic and we're going to say it in English. You ready? أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. I testify, I openly claim, without any coercion or compulsion, that there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah, and that Muhammad is His servant and His messenger.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. If we could get a few volunteers to help set the